Om. 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 Bhadram karneभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। मुंडकोपनिषद सेकंड मुंडक सेकंड खंड मंत्र 4 and 5। प्रणवो धनुः शरो ह्यात्मा ब्रह्म तल्लक्ष्यम् उच्यते अप्रमत्तेन वेद्धव्यम् शरवत् तन्मयो भवेत्। यस्मिन् द्यौ पृथिवी चान्तरिक्षम् ओतं प्रोतं ओतं ओतं मनस्सः प्राणैश्च सर्वैः तमेव एकं जानथ आत्मानम् अन्या वाचः विमुञ्चथ अमृतस्य एषः सेतुः। After having unfolded what Akshara Brahma is and how it is our Swarupa, a technique or an upaya, a means of making our mind get absorbed in our Swarupa, true nature, free from all that is erroneously superimposed on that. Our problem of samsara, wherein we suffer the sorrow, we are not able to be happy all the time, independent of everything, is because of our erroneous, mistaken identity with what I am not. And what all these things are there which I am not? Ignorance of one's Swarupa onwards, ahankara, erroneous I notion that the body is me, that thought, buddhi, mana, indriyas, pranas, our physical body, entire drishya jagat. Of course, we don't identify with the jagat, techno jagat. We identify with our own embodiment, our body, at the gross level or the subtle body, father level also. But we depend on the world for our happiness, Vishya Bhoga. So, all this sorrow belong to what I am not. What I am is Chaitanya Sarupa, here described as Akshara Brahma, which is Paramanda Sarupa, free from the total features of what Anatma is. And when it is not there, what you are is Akshara Brahma Paramananda Swarupa. So therefore, the mind which is now preoccupied in the Drishya Jagat, including your embodiment, has to be withdrawn and made to get absorbed in the Swarupa Akshara Brahma. This is here presented as if shooting an arrow to the target and make it embedded in the target. Make it one with the target. So the Upanishad has suggested us Pranavo Dhanuhu, Omkara and Bo, Sharaha Atma, Jiva. So that is individual entity wherein that mana, antakarana, with all samskaras is very important because that defines the individual. So that should be what? Nishita. Upasana means it should be made single pointed, having withdrawn from the Vishayas. So that is what is told here as Apramattena Vedhavyam. And Brahma is Lakshya. Target is what? Brahma. So you have to shoot the arrow off with the bow of Omkara, having mounted on it the mind, prepared mind as the arrow. And what you do? Apramattena means without any mistakes. That is this. Without any inadvertence. What is that apramatta? We have seen last time. Bahya Vishaya Upalabdhi Trishna Pramada Varjitena Sarvataha Viraktena Jitendriya Jitendriyena Ekagra Chittena. A very important thing because all our success lies in this. How much apramatta? Really, apramatta means one who doesn't do pramada. Pramada means mistakes. Here, what is the mistake here? See, your mistake is our mind getting preoccupied with the sense pleasures. That's what is called Vishayopalabdhi, Trishna, insatiable desire to enjoy the sense pleasures through sense objects. Never ending. It is like a fire. To the fire, you go on adding the fuel. It goes on demanding more and more. The fire becomes more conflagrated and asks for it. Like what is that? Present Hollywood fire. Think of it. See how it is. You can't control. Fire can do anything as such. So therefore, out of the fire, water also, elements. You handle them properly, don't exploit, and if you exploit, you may pose yourself to be very smart, but you can't do anything in front of these Panchamahabhutas, space, air, earth, etc. So it blows with all vengeance. Anyway, so therefore, now here, that Trishna, never-ending thirst for self-pleasure. More desires are fulfilled, more desires crop up newly. So therefore, that is Krishna. That is a mistake. You have to set it right, get rid of them. So here comes the role of what is called as Vairagya. See, if one wants moksha, the first and the foremost qualification or eligibility is Vairagya. Why so? Because if it is not there, naturally the mind gets preoccupied. Where? In the sense pleasures, sense objects. That mind is always preoccupied with the vrittis, with the thoughts corresponding to what it is interested in. I want it, how to get it, I act, I will get, I'll enjoy. All the time, these vrittis, which are full in the antakarana, they pose obstruction for this Akshara Brahma, Ananda Swarupa, totally free from Atma, to reveal itself in the Antakarana only. The only outlet for Akshara Brahma Chaitanya to reveal to us is Antakarana. But unfortunately, presently, our Antakarana is totally full of the features of Bahya Vishayas. As a result, even though that same Chaitanya Brahma, Akshara Brahma, enables us to experience, makes us experience all these features of what we have got in terms of sense pleasure, it is not cognizable to us. It is not possible for us to know or experience as it is in its true nature. So this is the great obstruction. So what you have to do? You have to curtail it. How can you curtail? Withdraw your mind from its present preoccupation in the sense object to derive sense pleasure. The mind is not ready. Mind is not ready. Why does it go there? Mind has got that firm conviction that sense object will give me sense pleasure. And what I want is happiness. Nobody doesn't want happiness. What is wrong in that? Wrong is only this thing. We are searching at the wrong place. Everyone wants happiness, not questioned at all. The happiness must be everlasting, no question at all. But it cannot be gained through Vishayas. So what can you do now? Educate the mind. Convince the mind, look, you are searching this or trying to gain this at a wrong place. As a result, you have to face this, what is called as calamitous samsara. This calamitous samsara is because of your wrong pursuit. That needs viveka, which should result in vairagya. This cannot be taken lightly if you really mean business in gaining what is what? Gaining what is called as moksha. It is fine just to know what is Vedanta, etc. It gives up what? Some solace and some peace of mind. These are all byproducts. Vedanta is meant for discovering for ourselves directly our Swarupa called Akshara Brahma, nothing but Paramanda, totally free from all that. Those are the sources of sorrows. So that being the case, this Vairagya has very, very, very important role in terms of the one of the main means to gain moksha. Other is muksha. Muksha is that intense desire to get freed from this present state of our samsara. See, a person who knows what his disease is will try to get rid of it. If he is not aware, not bothered at all about that. So, like that, we should first discover for ourselves why this samsara we have to suffer. And if you are so intent on getting rid of that, vairagya comes first. And our shastras are never tired of emphasizing the need of vairagya at the risk of repetition, not only at the risk of repetition, but at the risk of annoyance of the Shrota. For a common man, Vedanta is very interesting, except what? Vairagya. Why these people repeatedly hammer on Vairagya, Vairagya, Vairagya? So long as Vairagya is not there, Vedanta will not pay you in terms of promise that gives you some little what outlook for the good will be there, but not the result, that discovery of what Paramahansa Swarupa, free from birth and death, free from sorrow, samsara, is not possible. Just last time I have taken this, but I am repeating this because let us consider few statements from Shastra, Smriti, and where Shruti. From Bhagavad Gita, you are aware. Abhyasayat kaunteya vairagyena jagriyate. To make this mind so absorbed Swarupa, who Arjuna complained, Bhagavan, this mind is unruly. You can't control it. How do you say so? Krishna knows it is true. Said Arjuna, doubtlessly what you said correct. Mind is chanchala, druda, balavat, yes. But by abhyasa and vairagya, first vairagya, then abhyasa, it can be made to get absorbed in it. So that vairagya. Bhagavad Gita has seen, you must have heard what is called as Ashtakara Gita. The fairies, second verse says, Muktim ichchasi chetata. Muktim ichchasi chetata. Vishayan vishavatyaja. My Sani Ashtavakra addresses to Janaka. He is the one who is the student there, and he has asked how to get moksha, etc. What is Vairagya and all that? Say, Muktim ichchase chetata. So, Sani, if you desire to gain the moksha, Vishaya, sense object means sense pleasure. Vishavat teja. Give them up. Don't run after them. Like poison. Is poison desirable? No. It kills us. Of course, in medicine, a very minute quantity they may use it, But in general, poison is dangerous. That's why even medicine they put scheduled H, scheduled L. Scheduled H means harmful. Scheduled L means lethal. It can kill you if you take more. So nobody wants poison because it kills us. Like that, these Vishayas, sense objects, kill us. How? Not in our life, I mean living, but denying us our Paramanda Swarupa and make us beggars running after the Vishayas for give me happiness, give me happiness, give me happiness. Can there be greater death or calamity than this? Vishavat Teja, not sufficient. This is what discarding the problem. Then inculcate in yourself or imbibe these values. What are those? Shama, tolerance, indifference, or forbearance. Someone has done harm to you, and yet you do not allow your mind to get disturbed. Great capacity. And it rewards you in terms of keeping the cool of the mind in spite of provocation. Generally say Kshama means forgiveness. Yes, it's true. So you forgive, no? You forget it. Not that I forgive it, again they have created more disturbance. You're just indifferent about that. But this is more Kshama, Kshanti. Kshama. Then Arjava, straightforwardness, no hypocrisy. What you think, you speak. What you speak, you do. That doesn't mean you have to speak what all of you think. No, the other rule is there. Satyam priyam hitam. Only should be spoken, not other. If truthfulness, priya, pleasant things, and beneficial, hita. Among these, any one is missing, don't speak, keep quiet. Only three are there, then speak. That's what Bhagavad Gita says. Now here, Arjava, straightforwardness in the sense, and perfect alignment between thought, word, and deed. Between thought, word, and deed. So that is how Arjava, Daya, compassion toward the people who are suffering, who are in need of something. Help them. You find that satisfaction which is beneficial for your that mental disposition of being calm and composed. Daya. Tosha. Contentment. Because you may be a mumukshu, but you have to take care of the minimum needs of the body also. Because body needs to be sustained. So therefore, in that pursuit, whatever comes across you, be content about that. If you are not, again, vikshepa. In fact, none other than, the old story. Bhagiratha, you know what Bhagiratha? Such an emperor. He did tapasya. Finally, he took sannyasa. he was complaining to his guru. You know what is that? Bhagirath do this. People insult me. I don't get sufficient bhiksha. I don't get sufficient to eat, etc. Therefore, contentment. Minimum needs be taken care of. Then satyam, truthfulness. Speaking what has taken place, but other rule is there. It should be satya, priya, hita. Otherwise, don't speak at all. So these you entertain because that will help you make your mind subdued, calm, composed, wherein Akshara Brahma, Chaitanya Swarupa will get revealed. Otherwise, you have no other mean whatsoever of discovering your true nature. So, mukti michase chet tata vishayan vishavatya क्षमार्जवदया संतोष दया tosha satyam piyusha. Piyusha means nectar. What bhaja? Generally, you know what is piyusha? What they say? Nectar is the heavenly nectar. Otherwise, in the curd, you put sugar and then some fragrance, the elaichi, etc. Piyusha, something very great, desirable drink. So that bhaja. Vivek Chudamani has gone a step further about how Vishayas are more deadly than the Visha. Poisons are deadly. He says Vishayas are more deadly. How? Doshena tivro Vishaya Krishna Sarpa Vishadapi. Doshena tivro Vishaya Krishna Sarpa Vishadapi. Visham nihanti bhoktaram drashtaram chakshusha drashtaram chakshusha api ayam. Doshena. See, in front of you, two things are there now. Vishaya, sense object or sense pleasure. Other one is Visha, poison. Which is more harmful? You will have to compare them. Compare and contrast between the harm rendered by sense object, sense pleasure, and Visha, poison. We tend to say what? Visha. It kills. This verse says in Vivekananda Shankaracharya says, Vishaya are more deadly. How? Visham nihanti bhoktaram. Poison kills whom? One who consumes it. It need not be oral consuming. It can be like a snake bite. And the poison has entered the entire system. Means poison can kill you only if it penetrates your body. It enters your body. It's called bhoktaram, one who eats it. Say, drashtaram, visha, visham nihanti. Bhoktaram. Ayam Vishaya. This Vishaya, what is that it do? Drashtaram Chakshapi. Vishaya kills, in the sense, totally harms the person, even if he sees. See, you saw there it is a Doshati Krishna Sarpa Vishadapi. Visha is more deadly than the poison of a Krishna Sarpa. Krishna Sarpa is black cobra. I think it's called crate or something. Very poisonous. If one gets bite, one can rest assured next sunrise that person will not see. What Krishna Sarpa Visha. But it has to enter the body. Visha, do you know what it does? It kills, as it were, not in life. Kills, as it means deprives him of the Paramananda Swarupa. Even Drashtaram, one who sees by how? Eyes. An object seen, you get so enamored and you get hooked for that. And then for Ravana, Sita he saw. You know how the got ended afterwards. So this one, so where is that? Vivek Chudamani, Shankaracharya says. Now take to Kathopanishad. Yada sarve pramuchyante kama ye asya hridishrita atha martyo mruto bhavati atra brahma samushruti. Atra brahma is a samashnuti, not samushnuti, samashnuti. Yada sarve pravidyante kamaha ye asya hridishrita. Ye kamaha. All desire, where are they? Asya hridishrita. Hridi, buddhau. All desires that are there in the buddhi of this mumukshu. Prabhidyante are destroyed means when one gets totally rid of all desires. What happens then? Atha, thereafter, Martyaha, this mortal individual jiva who gets subject to Janma Marana transmigration, Amrutaha Bhavati, becomes immortal in the sense, discovers himself to be immortal, free from birth and death. As a result, Atra Brahma Samashnuti. Atra, here means where? In this very embodiment, in this very body, Atra Brahma Samashnuti. He gains Brahma means he discovers himself to be Brahma. Everything is centered where? Elimination of desire that are there. And again, see, ye asya hridishritaha. Desires his desires, which are there in the Hridaya. What is Hridaya? Buddhi. It shows desires abide in the Antakarana, Hridaya, Buddhi, mind, Antakarana. They are not the features of Atma Chaitanya. They do not belong to Chaitanya Sarupa, Atma Akshara Brahma. They are where? They are in this Antakarana, Buddhi. So therefore, Apramattena Vidhovyam. Having withdrawn the mind from all that virakti, that dispassion, vairagya. As a result, that person is what? Jitendriya. Jitendriya. One who has mastery over the senses and the mind. Presently, because of our aviveka, we get bullied by the senses and the mind. Not only Jitendriya, but ekagra chittena. By single pointed attention of the mind. Vedhavyam. Shoot the arrow to the target Brahma. Make the mind get absorbed in it. If you are not able, what is that? Check where you lack in terms of pramada. You are not totally apramatta. So I thought, let me take this again, because last time I had not taken in detail this. That's what is very important sense. Without this, it's just impossible. Presently, we detest vairagya because like this. We want our Swarupa Paramananda. No doubt, we don't want the ill effects of Vishaya Bhoga. Everybody wants. But you have withdrawn from that. From what? Vishayas. That sense pleasure is not there for you now. At the same time, you have not discovered Paramananda. You are in a Trishanku Swarga, neither here nor there. Somebody said, the Shastra says, Satyat Anda, Paramanda, Brahma is everywhere. I don't find anywhere. If I close my eyes, I see darkness. If I open my eyes, I see the world. Where is Atma? Paramanda, Brahma? Nowhere. So such condition it happens. That's why that perseverance is necessary. Perseverance in terms of aligning this mind to gain this, like what is said, apramada, etc., is necessary. Delay is there only. Better know where is the problem so that you can correct it. That's why it appears to be difficult, but there is no other way at all. Same way, but same thing. In Ashtavakra Gita, again it is said there. Earlier, what I told was first chapter, second verse. In 15th chapter, second verse says, it defines moksha and bandha. Moksha Vishaya Vairasyam. And says, Bandha Vaishayikaha Rasaha. See, definition. Definition of what? What is moksha? What is bondage? Says moksha means what? Vishaya Vairasyam, in the sense, if you have perfect Vishaya Vairasya, we'll see what is Vishaya Vairasya, as good as you have got moksha. Vishaya Vairasya means having no rasa for Vishayas. What is rasa? Rasa is anuraga, asakti, priti for Vishayas. So, anuraga, asakti, priti, love for sense objects. That is rasa. So long as it is there, what is that? You can't get moksha, so you should have Vishaya Vairasyam. You have to be virasa, free from that rasa. That's why in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, so who Bhagavan Krishna says, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasa varjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. A person who has, by viveka and by practice of vairagya, has withdrawn oneself from sense indulgence, from Vishaya Bhoga, what happens? The sense object, sense pleasure, get away from him. No more is involved in them. To a great extent, he gets freedom from them. But mind you, your love for that preeti, that anuraga, that rasa, taste as it were, still there. So long as it is there, we don't know at what time it can catch you at a weaker moment. When it can go, rasopyasya of this Vishayas, what rasa? That preeti love, param drishtva nivartate. It ends, gets withdrawn totally, param drishtva, by darshana Paramatma Sarupa, Parabrahma Sarupa, Akshara Brahma Sarupa. So that is how that we say anything. Bandho Vaishayiko Rasa. What is bondage? The rasa, the love, taste for Vishaya Sukha. Now you understand? So how much important is Vairagya? And in spite of Shastra saying, Guru's teaching, you are not convinced, or you are not able to withdraw yourself from the sense pleasures. What to do? It shows that there is something, there's a drag, as it were, of the past, which doesn't allow you, in spite of your efforts, to have proper viveka, which can lead to vairagya. And the diagnosis is duritas. Duritas means past sins, which cloud your intellect, doesn't allow viveka. What to do? Pray. Pray to Bhagavan. Please give me jnana vairagya. Don't ask this and that. If you don't know what to ask, better say, Bhagavan, you know better what is good for me, you give it. You deliver your power of attention to Bhagavan. He will guide you and save you from the calamity of samsara. So therefore, that's why Nama, Japa, etc., all these religious practice have a role for antakarana shuddhi. And if that drag of the past sins is nullified by your present effort, viveka dawns, vairagya becomes intense, and you are able to withdraw your mind and get preoccupied in the Akshara Swarupa. So Sharavat Tanmayo Bhave, like the Shara, like the Shara means that arrow getting embedded in the target. So also make your mind well prepared, get absorbed in the Brahma, Akshara Brahma Swarupa. Again, because this Akshara Swarup Brahma is difficult in a sense, our mind is preoccupied with other things. So therefore, it needs to be described, its nature. It needs to be that its nature is described again and again. And that is why it said, Yasmin Dev Prithivi Chantariksham Otam Manasa Pranesha Sarvai Tameva Ekam Janatha. Yasmin, in which all these, what are those? Dew, heavens, Prithvi, earth, Antariksha, intervening space. Otam, Otam, which is woven as it were, is centered in it, in the sense, without that Akshara Brahma, heaven, earth, Antariksha, and not only that, Mana, mind, Pranas, Indriyas, Pranas, these have, they are centered in that, one in that, means without that, these have no existence. So without this, without what? Akshara Brahma, these have no existence at all. So therefore, that Eka, that one principle, Janatha, please know it in its Swarupa. Janitha. Know it directly as your Swarupa. And what is that? Akshara Brahma itself is what? Atmanam. Up to Jhana we have seen last time. Atmanam. That is Pratyagatma Sarupa. The true nature of you, O you Shishya, O you disciple, who Rishi says, the true nature of you all, not only you all, of everyone, of all beings, the true nature of you and all beings, that one word, Atmanam, Pratyagatmanam, in contrast to Parag, which are external. See, what we can say as Pratyagatma means innermost I. What is innermost I? Somewhere hidden inside? No. Being inner depends on more independence. More you depend, you become external. More independent, more inner you become. Again, which is subtle. More subtle, more inner it is. More pervasive, more inner. Let us take our individuality as an individual person. To begin with, we take the physical body as I. As far as individual embodiment is concerned, most external. Now, within that, pranas are there. Body depends on the prana. Pranas are independent of the body. Inner. Further, mind. Mind is independent of the prana, but prana depends on the mind. Inner. Still inner. Buddhi. Same thing. Mind depends on the buddhi, but buddhi is independent of it. Ahankara. Still inner. Beyond that, you can say ignorance. All the product of ignorance, but ignorance without them can be there. One which makes you aware of ignorance. Chaitanya, innermost, independent of all these. Independent of all these. So that is what Pratyak. And you'll find that all these so-called parak, external, they are the sources of sorrow. This Pratyak Chaitanya only is Ananda Swarupa, free from sorrows, free from change, free from birth and death. All those defects belong to Anatma. Atmanam, your Pratyagatma and the Pratyagatma of all beings. Janatha. Not only that, give up. Give up all other preoccupations. Other means no exception. So that's what it says. Anya vachaha vimunchata. Anya vachaha. That is all that is pertaining to what is called as aparavidya. I hope you remember this division. Paravidya, aparavidya. Aparavidya. All except the knowledge of Akshara Brahma is apara, lower one. Parayidya tad aksharam adhigamyate. That by which this Akshara Brahma can be known is Paravidya. Superior knowledge. All. Anya vacha vimunchata. All this what they give them up. And in that Anya vach, Karma Kanda portion of Shruti also comes. That means karma revealed by Karma Kanda portion Veda, they also give up. They also be given up. Why? You don't need that. Your Swarupa is such that which is above all these things. And now, once you get your mind absorbed in that, you have nothing to do with all, including idle curiosity of what is happening around. Many times, you may not be interested, but you are in a setup where this come and bang you. You can find out how many of you are eager to know what does Trump do after taking oath tomorrow. What business we have got? Of course, if you are running our country, like Prime Minister, Foreign Minister, so they have got, because they have to plan it. What we have got? Mass media is there available. Kutuhala, curiosity. Pray that some good self prevails upon him. He does good for his country. He does good for other world also. That you can do. Pray. Otherwise, all vikshepa, preoccupy the mind, which denies us from that, like arrow getting embedded in the target. Here, mind getting absorbed in Akshara Brahma. Vimunchatha. It says, this is the only path to gain moksha. Eshaha means this Atma Jnana, Amrutasya Setu. It is a bridge, as it were, for you to go from this present state of Martyatva, mortality, to Amrutatva, immortality. And for this, there is no other means. Setu here means, bridge means, than gaining this knowledge. More about this, we'll see next time. Om.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः